Where am I? I don't remember anything. I feel very strange, but I can't understand why. In this place, have I been here before? So I'm a wolf? Why am I so surprised? I wonder why I can see these two so well. I had a feeling I could influence this world. What happens if we collect more? The sphere. Maybe I need to bring it somewhere. I think I'll find out what to do with it. Here's the place. 3 more spheres are needed here. Maybe they're scattered around here somewhere. I feel a great power within me. I've never felt something like this before.
What happened, Michelle? What are you so upset about? Oh, do you want to go to the park and get some ice cream? Or we could go buy you some new toys.
I wanted to go to the park with Mama and Papa, but they left me again.
So, that's the thing. Oh, ma chérie, are you upset about your parents?
They promised we'd go to the park together.
Oh, chérie, I understand you. I would be very upset if my parents were constantly away on business and wouldn't have time for me.
So, they don't love me anymore?
Nonsense. Of course they love you very much. I know it for sure. Michelle, your parents don't always get to show their feelings for you. There's nothing we can do about it now. But what we can do is eat some ice cream and have fun together. On the other hand, when your parents come back, why don't you tell them you'd like to spend more time with them? Maybe they just don't understand how important this is to you.
But they're too busy. They don't care about me.
Ma chérie, they're your parents. They will always have time for you. Otherwise, I will give them a long lecture.
I think this figure's different from the other ones. It looks like a girl. Maybe I should follow her. Crying. I heard crying before I woke up.
Do you really want to call him David? Yeah. Do you like this name?
I don't know what to say.
Darling, please don't avoid the question.
Okay, I admit. I like it.
Mm-hmm. As you did the previous 100 male names we've been considering before.
No, seriously. I like the name David.
Huh. Signed and sealed.
What do you think he'll be when he grows up?
Don't you think it's too early to think about that?
I'm sure it's never too early to think about that. He might become a doctor.
A doctor? Are you serious? Please don't tell me a lawyer and an economist are further down on your list.
I won't tell.
Aw, look how sweetly he's sleeping.
You're not going to tell me you could watch this for hours, are you?
Ha ha.
You can laugh pretentiously all you want, but I've never felt as happy as I do now.
Me neither. I love you, my dear.
It's definitely the wrong way.
I don't have time to change his diaper. I gotta run. You sure you can do this?
Don't worry, I can handle it.
I'll be home in an hour and a half.
Be sure to call you if I forget which end of the bottle to give him.
Love you. See you soon.
I love you, my boy. Let's get you changed and have some fun while Mom's away. There are no Bigfoots.
But Mark said he saw one when he was out in the woods.
Probably saw some animal and took it for a Bigfoot.
No, he said it was definitely a Bigfoot.
Okay, let's say it was a Bigfoot. But you don't have to be afraid, because Bigfoots are actually afraid of fire. And your dad will watch out for them while you sleep. You want me to tell you a story?
Yes, I do.
Another strange place. I wonder what happened this time.
There you are, sweetheart. I lost you.
I just wanted to pet the puppy. He's so cute.
You're right. He's very nice. And I know you've been secretly taking care of him for a while. But please, don't disappear so suddenly. At least tell me where to find you.
I'm sorry.
You really like this puppy, don't you? Did you give him a name?
Oui. I called him Caramel.
Oh, oui. His fur color really looks like caramel. Tell me, would you like to take him home?
Oh, I wish I could. But Mama and Papa won't let me.
Why do you think that?
I asked them to buy me a dog, but they said it would only ruin our furniture.
Maybe they thought they wouldn't have enough time to spend with the dog and train it, and that you wouldn't manage to do it alone.
No, I got this. I'll spend time with Caramel feeding him and petting him and hugging him. We'll all play together. I'll introduce him to some friends.
Ma chérie, I think you should show Caramel to your parents and tell them what you just told me.
Be brave, Michelle. Go, Caramel. This butterfly allows me to see the hidden truth. Now, with its help, I'll know for sure whether something is true or false. Night after night, David played this console. He loved playing games despite the fact that his father didn't share his ardor for them.
Why did you buy him a game console?
He's been longing to get a console as a gift, especially since all his friends have consoles.
You could have at least discussed it with me first.
I'm sorry, honey. I know you were totally against it, but I couldn't resist buying it.
I hope we're not spoiling him too much. Don't you worry about him spending all these Christmas holidays at home?
Honey, relax. It's just another toy.
I just want him to grow up to be a man.
It's not just hunting, fishing, and camping that make a man out of a boy.
Okay, let's see. Hope you still want to put him in the Boy Scouts.
Of course. But only if he wants to.
Come on, get off the kid. Let him play a little. I think this is the wrong way.
You really want to send him off to study at heaven knows where?
Not at heaven knows where, but at a very prestigious private school.
But what's the point? It's so far away. We can only visit David a couple times a month.
Honey, I'm just suggesting we think about it. We have plenty of time. Don't you want our son to have a great future?
Sure I do. But I also want him to be happy. I'm not at all sure that going to a private school away from your parents can make someone happy.
You're exaggerating. These institutions have been around for hundreds of years, and tens of thousands of children graduate from them every year. Do you think all these kids are unhappy? You know that I studied at such a school. Do I look like an unhappy person to you? I have a lovely wife and a wonderful son. But please, think a little. I really want the best for our boy.
I don't know. I don't feel it's right at all.
I understand your feelings. I remember how my mom worried about me, but in the end, everything worked out.
Okay. I don't like the idea, but I promise to think about it.
I have a bad feeling about this. Poor David. I hope they're not serious. I hope they're not really going to send him to that school. I think David has something to do with Michelle. What does it have to do with me? Why do I see them in particular? Why do I feel like I'm seeing them for a reason? I have to move on and try to find answers. I wish I could remember. These people, I don't understand much, and nobody gives me any answers. I think the picture will be clear soon. All I've left to do is keep going. It's getting more and more interesting with every step. Curiouser and curiouser. More and more wonderful. Well, that's a change. Everything looks so different.
But I don't want to go to this school.
You've said that 1,000 times.
David, listen. You can call us anytime. We will definitely visit you. Besides, we will spend all the holidays at home together.
Will you visit me every weekend?
I'd love to, honey, but unfortunately, we can't afford it. I'm having trouble at work, and Dad's money is going to pay for your tuition.
If you don't have enough money, why send me to this school for the rich? To get rid of me?
David, if you hadn't spent all your savings on games, there might have been more money in the family.
You always blame my games.
David,
Leave me alone. I'll do without you.
I think he better cool off now.
Well done, John. Very good remarks.
Mary,
Quiet, John! Please, don't say a word.
Oh no. They still decided to send David to some private school. What for? Yet it went so well. They seemed loving and understanding parents. And this sounds like betrayal. Strange. I feel anger and resentment, as if I'm being sent there, not David.
How was your first week, darling?
It's okay.
You don't sound like it was okay. Did something happen?
Well, some guys were laughing at me because I can't swim.
Honey, I'm so sorry to hear that. Do you want me to talk to the coach?
No, don't.
Okay. Remember, you can always count on my support. Be sure to tell me if you need help.
Okay, Mom.
Judging by David's mood, his first week didn't go so well. Judging by David's mood, his first week didn't go so well.
Mom? I thought you weren't coming for a week.
Well, after that phone call, I thought I'd surprise you. How are things? You mentioned recently that you made new friends.
Yeah, Rick and Martin. We met at lunch.
Oh, that's great news, honey. And what do you do in your free time?
We mostly talk. Yesterday, Rick offered to play some board games, and we like similar video games. We agreed to play together online during the summer holidays.
The school year has just begun, and I see you have serious motivation to wait for the summer holidays.
Personally, I like the idea of board games.
Now it's my turn to tell. I didn't get any student grants like you, Rick. And my parents are quite ordinary. Not like yours, Martin. I don't really understand why I'm here. Sometimes I think my father just wanted to get rid of me by sending me away from home. He never liked me spending a lot of time playing games.
He sent you to school to get rid of you? Is that what you think? The Knights of the Dungeon. Brings up so many memories. David was always lucky in this one. It almost became a bone of contention between friends. Some people just don't know how to lose.
I don't want to go hunting this weekend. I agreed to play with my friends online.
You've just come home and all you think about is playing?
What else do I have to think about? I couldn't play at school.
Oh, criminy! Apparently I shouldn't have hoped that your fondness for stupid entertainment would decline after a year.
Of course, hunting is not stupid entertainment.
Don't talk to me like that! I'm trying to spend time with you, but you don't seem to appreciate it. Whether you like it or not, we're going hunting because I took a day off work. You can play with your friends some other day.
Alright, next vacation, you don't have to take me home. What's the point of being here if I can't do what I want anyway?
It must be David's summer holidays. Everything has changed so much, and it feels like they are complete strangers to each other. Speed is raging inside me. I am speed itself. I am unstoppable.
What am I supposed to do with all this? We used to get together with our friends on weekends and play something, but now we see each other once a month at best. Everyone goes to different schools. In addition, Aveline and the others are playing some online games on their consoles. I would love to play with them, but my parents are convinced that the PC is enough for me. On the other hand, I have my own piggy bank. I wonder how much money I have. What should I do? Is it worth the risk for the sake of their interests? My parents won't take away what I bought myself. Or will they?
I doubt they will. Hope this will help her to bond with her friends and will not harm her studies.
Why are you always picking on me? Got nothing else to do? Huh? I'm so sick of you!
David, I'm so sorry it's come to this.
I feel a great power within me. I've never felt something like this before.
And you have the insolence to say that to me? From the very first day, David complained about his classmates fighting with him. But for all these years, you could do nothing about it. Or worse, simply did not want to. Now that the gang war has started in your school, you're making my child a scapegoat on the grounds that he struck first?
Mary, listen, calm down. David's about to be expelled. Are we here to prevent that from happening? I always told you that his hobbies wouldn't do any good.
His hobbies? His hobbies? What about your hobbies? What have they done to you? Did they help you get along with David?
But I...
Shut up, John! I don't want my son to study here anymore.
Mary, stop it! Don't react in such a way.
Please remind me, are those the parents of that boy David hit, who made a generous donation at the start of the year? I wonder how many parents will want to make such donations after they learn about your inability to provide children with proper discipline and safety.
Wow. My hair stood on end. I wouldn't want to get in her way at that moment.
David, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I was afraid that because of my problems, I wouldn't have been able to give you as much time as you needed. I'd have to be constantly torn between you and work. And I thought if I sent you to this school, they'd take better care of you than I could. Now I see how much I was wrong, and I am very hurt. Honey, I promise, things will get better from now on. I love you. Guess what? I also heard from Rick and Martin that the bully you beat up was crying and whining like a girl in the infirmary.
I'm speechless. The last few years were not the easiest in their lives. I really hope things will get better.
You shouldn't have made that decision in the heat of the moment. You should have thought it through before you transferred David to another school.
I should have thought this through before I even agreed to send him to this school. And you should have done this too.
Here we go again. I did my best to earn money for my son's education and to provide my family with everything necessary. I wanted to give our son a decent future, but no, you don't need that. You need everyone to be happy.
Me again? John, ever since we put David in this school, his grades have been getting worse. He stopped talking to you and almost stopped talking to me. His behavior has been getting worse. He's been brought home by the sheriff a few times over the last summer holidays. And now...
What can I say? Puberty's not the easiest time. It'll pass. Besides, I'm not the one who spoiled him for no reason. We've talked about this 1,000 times.
God, I've been such a fool. That's right, John. We've talked about this 1,000 times. And every time, it gets stumped. I thought a lot about it. I'm filing for divorce.
What? Mary, you're not serious.
He needed us, John. But we weren't there. And you're not around right now.
I didn't think things will get better. It meant such a big change. Mary's decisions trigger strong emotions in me, as if what happened has something to do with me. I haven't got many answers so far, but I've got even more questions. I still don't understand anything. I keep seeing David. He's the key figure of this puzzle. Maybe he can lead me to the answers.
Elizabeth?
That's me. Do I know you?
Yes. Hi. We used to go to elementary school together. You helped me once before a test, remember?
Yes, I think so. You're David, right? Yes, now I remember. I'm sorry. There's so much going on with school and everything that I forgot. I haven't seen you in a long time. I thought you transferred to another school, somewhere far away from here.
There's nothing to be sorry about. You're right, actually. I did transfer to another school, but now I'm studying here. By the way, I recognized you the minute I saw you. It'd be a crime to forget my savior who helped me with such a difficult test.
Oh, come on. It was an easy test.
Easy for you to say, being a genius.
Oh, get out of here. You're just flattering me. It was just a little help.
It's not flattery. I really do think that about you.
Okay. Listen, I gotta go. It was nice meeting you again. Hope to see you soon. You're not going to transfer to another school again, are you?
No, of course not. It was nice meeting you again, too.
Alrighty then. See you soon.
Unbelievable. She said see you soon. Oh, did I say that out loud? Yes, I did. I'm so embarrassed. embarrassing.
Elizabeth is quite a nice girl. David seems to like her, given how shy he was when talking to her. However, still don't understand who they are. Why do I see them on my way? I hope I'll get all the answers. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense. Everything's floating here. Incredible.
I look at the sky and think to myself, what a beautiful thing life is.
What delightful things come to your head being in the open. I should take you out more often.
You're right. I guess those school walls are pressing me down. I can't let my thoughts out in the real world and just feel at ease in its beauty.
You must be in a good mood. It's the second time you've referred to beauty.
Come on, lie down next to me and look. Doesn't it give you any positive thoughts?
You're right. It feels so calm and therapeutic. You radiate positive vibes. Did you know that? Wait a minute. Isn't that a storm cloud coming towards us?
No, I didn't know that. Speaking of clouds, usually people think of me as a quiet guy with a cloud hanging over him. Thanks for taking me out. It means a lot to me, as well as any time spent with you.
David, you're making me feel embarrassed. Let's get back to those gloomy walls before the rain comes down on our heads. By the way, you didn't seem quiet and gloomy to me at the beginning. I found you quite nice and sweet. You were too shy, though. Just like me.
Well, you know how to make people feel embarrassed, too. Whoa. You hear that thunder? I think we really should get back now.
Good idea. Let's take everything and get going, then. Getting soaked to the bones wasn't in my plans.
I like how those two are getting along. This time, David seems to be more confident, and Elizabeth seems to like him. It's obvious that they feel good with one another.
So, this is the David you've been telling me about all the time?
Yes, Mom, it's him. You didn't need to mention about telling about all the time, though.
I hope she said only good things about me.
She can't stop talking about what a good lad you are.
Oh, come on, Mom. You're making me uncomfortable.
I'm glad to finally meet you, Mrs. Raywild. I've heard a lot about you, too.
And I hope that you've heard only good things about me as well.
Only good things, Mrs. Raywild.
Okay, you sit here and talk and I'll go put the kettle on. Mom, behave yourself.
Oh, come on, sweetie. You know me.
Yes, Mom, I do know you. And that's the problem.
So, what are your plans for the future with Elizabeth?
Wait, what? Oh, no. We're just friends. Nothing more.
I see how you look at each other. I think you'd be a great couple. Remember, you can't hide anything from a mother.
Do you really think so?
Yes, I do. Elizabeth made a good choice. But don't waste time, or the dove will fly out of your hands.
Mom, I hope you didn't tell David anything embarrassing, did you?
I didn't, love. We were talking about my tea collection from all over the world. You know that I won't miss an opportunity to tell someone about my hobby.
Yeah, Mom loves boasting about her tea collection.
It was quite interesting.
Oh, seems like the water is boiling. I'll go make us some tea.
Okay, Mom. I'm sorry. She's always this way.
Don't be. Everything's going just fine.
Phew. I'm so glad to hear that.
Seems like Elizabeth is more anxious than David. It's important for her that her mom likes David. I feel very happy, for some reason, that everything went okay for them. Seems like they are connected by some threads of fate.
David talked his parents' ears off about them buying him a tricycle. So in the end, they had to acquiesce. After getting his first scratches on his knees, David left his tricycle to gather dust with other things in the attic.
I don't know where I should apply to. There are so many schools and majors to choose from, but I just can't find anything that suits me. Dad wanted me to become a politician, but it's just not my thing. I need something with less responsibility in it. The arts, maybe? I can barely be called a patron of the arts, though. Mom just wants me to be whoever I want, but I don't know who I want to be. There isn't much time left, and I've got no ideas. It's a serious step for the future, so I have to think everything over carefully. The most important thing is not to stand still. I have to be more decisive. Like Father.
All of this seems to be so familiar. I don't understand. As if this was all connected with me somehow.
I was accepted to 2 schools, and I know which one I'll choose. I've been dreaming about that one. And what about you, David? Were you accepted to any?
I'm happy for you, Elizabeth. I was only accepted to 1, even though we applied to the same schools.
To only one. Why?
I submitted my application late. They said there were no free admission slots. Good thing I got accepted at least somewhere.
Oh, David. You don't care very much, do you? You should have listened to me and submitted your application earlier. You were just wasting time instead.
You were right, as always. This is all my fault, I admit it.
Well, seems like I don't want to go to the college that I've been dreaming about for so long that much.
Elizabeth, you shouldn't sacrifice your dream for me.
Someone has to keep an eye on you. Besides, my dream has already come true when they accepted me. It will be easier for us when we are together.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Well, that's an interesting turn of events. However, I already said before that they are connected with some threads of fate. I wonder where all this is going.
Father reproved his son for bad marks. What can you do about it? It's a dreamer's lot to forget about the real world.
Thanks for giving me a lift, Mom.
Oh dear, I'll miss you so much. What am I supposed to do without you?
The year will fly by quickly. You won't even notice how soon summer comes. And I'll be there for the holidays.
I know. But I'm still going to miss you.
I'll miss you too, Mom.
David, did your father call you?
He did. He said he's going to be busy and won't be able to come.
Oh, he's busy all the time. He could free up some time to come and see his son off.
It's okay, Mom. It won't be the last time I see him. We'll meet anyway. Okay, Mom. I gotta go. Elizabeth is waiting for me.
Give my regards to her. Take care of yourself, David. And don't forget to call me.
You too, Mom.
David needs his father. I wish he could see that. The family needs him. I hope everything will be fine for them.
The further I go, the more I feel the connection between me and David. This force is calling me even more persistently. Oh, David, I don't know what's waiting for us ahead, but I'm glad I'm going along this path with you. And no matter what it'd be, I'll always be next to you from the beginning until the end. It's cold.
Hi, David.
Hi, Dad. I didn't expect you to call.
Just wanted to know, how have you been doing lately?
Well, it's not bad. I graduated from college, and now I'm thinking about where I should work. What about you?
That's good news. I'm fine, thanks, son. Time flies by so fast. Seems like it was only yesterday that we sent you to school with your mom. Now you're looking for a job. Got any ideas where you'd like to work?
I got a couple. I always wanted to work at some studio as a junior designer, and then we'll see how it goes.
I see you thought everything through. I'm proud of you, son.
Well, I thought that you wanted me to make another career, like in politics or being a lawyer. You've always been saying that.
Yeah, you're right, son. And I was wrong. I demanded too much from you and didn't think about what you really wanted. Your mom was always right about it, but I didn't want to listen to her. Thought I did everything right. I'm sorry, son. Sooner or later, everyone realizes how wrong they were.
I understand, Dad. You were right up to a point. I missed you. We missed you. Mom did well, but sometimes I needed a father's advice. Now I don't need it that much, but thanks for calling anyway. It means a lot to me.
I understand that I missed a lot and couldn't fully participate in raising you, and your mother, woman of spirit, partly took my place. But I miss you, son. Do you mind if I call you again?
Sure, Dad. Call me anytime you want.
Thanks, David. I love you, son, no matter how strange it may sound from your ever-busy father. You're right. I do know.
I feel some tension in the air. It's a good thing that the father is willing to get in touch with his son. The divorce affected him deeply. It's never too late to try and fix broken relationships and mistakes, but one needs courage for that. It'll probably take some time for David's father, but the main thing is the intention to fix everything.
The first present from a girlfriend. It will always be the first and the dearest, especially if this girl is your first love. It seemed so to David until he met the one and only.
I checked your resume. So, you graduated from college recently, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Did you work alongside your studies?
I did work when I had time, and I work now here and there when I get the chance.
Judging by your resume, you appear to be qualified for the position of junior designer. If you prove yourself, you'll get a promotion and eventually career growth. We can provide such an opportunity. Besides, I see you're an aspiring young man. There's only one question left on my mind. Do you yourself think you are fit for this job?
Certainly I do. I was studying at college for 4 years for that, and this is in my resume. I've always wanted to become a designer. I understand that I don't have the experience as a designer, especially in IT, but I'm sure I can handle it.
All right then. That's exactly what I wanted to hear.
Thanks, sir. I don't know what to say. Nothing comes to mind.
You don't have to say anything. Come tomorrow at 9. We are a friendly team. We'll show you everything here. I hope you'll pull together with the rest of the team. We're all a little bit weird here.
Okay, thank you. I'll be here right at 9 a.m.
Great. David got employed at his first serious job. It's definitely the wrong way.
Hi, David. You wanted to talk to me.
I remember you telling me that if I work hard, I'll get a promotion. And you see how hard I work, but you still haven't offered me any. Although you promised me that opportunity many times. Why?
David, I understand your irritation. You deserved a promotion long ago. But these are not the best time for the company. Many projects were simply canceled. People are leaving the studio, not willing to endure the difficult situation.
Why don't you assign me to the position of somebody who wasn't willing to endure the difficult situation? Why do you promote anyone but me?
David, you must understand that these people have worked here longer than you, and they've been waiting for their promotion too.
So you're saying that I have to wait in line to get a promotion until I get old? Is that correct?
David, work harder than the others, and one day you...
I've been listening to this for years. I've had enough of this. I'm afraid I'll have to follow the others who left the company.
There's no need to overreact so much, David.
You promised me! And now you're saying that I should wait a little longer until the company will be on track again? I'm sorry, but I don't see any opportunities for the career growth in your company. Thank you for the experience I gained working here.
Okay, David. I respect your decision. Thank you for all the work you've done in our company.
The boss was so unfair to David. At first he promised that if David worked hard, he'd have got the promotion. And now, he said that he can't give it to him because of some line. It angers me to no end.
What's on your mind, David? You invited me to this restaurant? Everything is so ridiculously expensive here.
Just enjoy the moment, sweetie. This evening is all about you.
You're making me feel embarrassed, David.
I think that sooner or later this embarrassing day had to come.
I found this idea with the restaurant pretty weird from the beginning. Everything is suspiciously too perfect. David, what is this about?
Dear Elizabeth Raywald, for all the years of living together, and even not living together, you endowed my life with happiness and meaning. And all these years, I've been waiting for this moment when I would get down on one knee and ask for your hand. Will you be my other half who will compliment me the rest of my life?
Oh my god! Yes, I will! I love you, David.
I'm very happy with you, Liz. I love you too.
David planned everything well. A little more, and Elizabeth would have fainted. She seemed to be nervous, more than David. Fortunately, everything went fine. It's definitely the wrong way. Mother's Day postcard. David did everything he could to make it a special one. His mother really liked this present because she actually saw him diligently making it in his room. David's first PC. Not everyone had such a powerful computing machine. After his parents' divorce, he got this monster almost instantly. Although they didn't have enough money, it was of great concern to his mother that David wouldn't sink in thoughts about his family falling apart. This butterfly allows me to see the hidden truth. Now, with its help, I'll know for sure whether something is true or false.
What have you done? You ruined my work!
Je suis désolé, madame. I didn't mean to. 1,000 apologies wouldn't be enough to say how sorry I am that I dropped the whole tray with coffee on you.
Merde! Ugh! Whatever. Today's not my day, obviously.
Can I somehow make up for it?
I doubt that you know how to handle a brush and oils, and I have to deliver the work by tomorrow. I'll tell that I got sick. Maybe it'll work out and they postpone the deadline to the next week.
What would you say if I take you out for a cup of coffee? Please, don't think that I'm trying to flirt with you or anything. I just feel terribly sorry for what I've done, and I want to make amends. My name is Josué. What about you?
Michelle. My name is Michelle. You've already treated me to a cup of coffee. But so be it. I agree for a second one. If you promise not to spill it on me.
I promise that not a drop of coffee will be spilt on you. I'll bring an umbrella with me.
It's quite an unusual way to get acquainted with somebody, ruining their work.
So you're going to remind me about it for the rest of our lives?
Of course. I need to get even with you for that somehow, after all. And who told you about our lives?
Fair enough.
The waiter is quite clumsy, but maybe his clumsiness will play into his hands. He dropped the tray on the right table. No apologies can save Michelle's work, but probably this loss will be compensated with something equally, or even more, important.
David,
Yes?
did you ever think about,
Did I ever think about what?
well, let's say, about an addition to the family?
Are you talking about a pet? You know what a big responsibility that is, don't you?
What? No, I'm not talking about an animal, David.
What are you talking about then? Enough with the hints. Spit it out.
I'm talking about a baby.
I'm sorry. I'm just too tired.
So, did you think about a baby?
Elizabeth, sweetie, let's talk about it later, okay? It's too late already, and it was a tough day for me.
Okay. Whatever then.
Well, it didn't go too well. Seems like David isn't eager to have children. It seems to really upset Elizabeth.
Why do you always avoid talking about a baby? You know how much I want one.
Elizabeth, please, stop it.
Stop what, David? Please, let's just talk about it. Why are you avoiding it? You know how much it means to me. Please, tell me the reason why. Is it me? Am I not good enough for you already? Tell me, David. I want to know the reason.
Elizabeth, I understand what you're feeling. No, it's not you. It's hard for me to talk about it because I'm worried about how you'll react.
Just tell me. That's all. I'm not asking for anything more.
All right. Please. Try to look at it from a rational point of view. We can't afford to raise a baby, at least not right now. I'm having problems finding a job. I can't find the one I'm dreaming of, or even a normal one. I keep wandering from one to another, hoping to find something that fits me. I'm sorry, but we have to put that off for another time.
Put that off? David, you have no idea how long I've been waiting for this. I'm out of patience. What about my dreams? Aren't they included in your plans? I've always wanted to have a happy family despite any difficulties. With you. You only. And you're telling me to wait.
Elizabeth, it's necessary. Be patient a little. We will have everything. I give you my word.
Ugh! I need to be alone.
Quarrels are always hard to endure, especially with the closest people. Misunderstanding never ends well. They will have to understand each other. David was a real melomaniac. In his free time, when he had a lot of it, the boy listened to different music from rock to classic. I need to get upstairs somehow. How can I do it? Maybe the geysers will help me get there.
Dad?
But we are working on it.
Why are you so late? You didn't even call to warn that you're coming. What happened, David?
It's nothing, Mom. Everything is fine. I just wanted to talk about Elizabeth.
Is everything okay with her?
She's fine. It's just... she wants a child.
Oh, I've been there, son. We had a lot of conversations about it. We went through a lot of quarrels and making up, and as a result, you came into this world. And I can tell you, those quarrels were worth it.
I'm with your father on that. Give her time. Give each other time. You're young, and there's a lot of beautiful things ahead of you. Let her know that you really love her, and everything will be all right. Don't worry about having a baby. Me and Dad will help you.
Thanks, Mom. Dad. I needed your support. However, I can't accept your help. I'll deal with it myself.
The words of a real man. Anyway, what are you waiting for? Go to her.
Elizabeth is quite a nice girl. David seems to like her, given how shy he was when talking to her. However, still don't understand who they are. Why do I see them on my way? I hope I'll get all the answers. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense.
Michel, people like you are always in search for their inner self. You have no clear goal you strive for. This is unprofessional. I need professionals who know what they want. Looking at you, I see uncertainty, absent-mindedness. Do you realize that at your age, it would be high time to decide who you want to be and what you want? Otherwise, you'll be drifting from place to place, as your resume says. Grow up! I need someone who can take charge.
There's something missing to activate the altar.
No, you're wrong. I know who I want to be. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. I'm aware and self-confident. And I'm confident that I can do any job, no matter how hard it can be. I know that working with you, I can achieve my goals. I hope you understand me.
What a bloody-minded and rude person. He doesn't understand anything. He only tries to look smart and important. But in reality, he just self-praises at the expense of others.
That's what I need.
David? Is that you? Hell, it's really you, man. I didn't expect to see you here.
I'm sorry, do I know you?
It's me, Rick. Remember me? We were at the same school. We used to be good friends.
Rick? Is it really you? Wow! You've changed a lot since then. Look at you. You're a big man now.
Of course. A lot of water's flowed under the bridge since we put on a school uniform. It's hard to fit in it when the body wants to grow.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't recognize you on the spot. My head has been going crazy lately. You still got the same sense of humor. I didn't expect to run into you on the street like that.
Don't worry, man. Everything's cool. How's your dating scene? Got any job?
You won't believe it, but I'm already married to a pretty girl. We live happily, although sometimes it's a mystery to me how she deals with my character. But my job is a different story. I work here and there, but I don't stay anywhere for long. I have no career, in short. Alright, now I started complaining. You better tell me, how is it going for you?
Don't worry, you're not. Congratulations, friend. I'm glad at least some of us left the bachelorhood. As for myself, I still haven't found that special someone. My career is going great, though. I founded my own video game development company. Yeah, I made our common dream come true. Remember how we used to talk about this for hours?
You have to ask? Of course I remember. I'm glad some of us achieved their dream. I've been trying to go the same way, but no luck so far.
Listen, would you care to work with me? Let me help an old friend. We can become business partners. Wouldn't it be cool? What do you say?
I don't know what to say. Thank you for the offer, man. It means a lot to me.
Don't say anything but I agree, and come to my office tomorrow. Here's my card with the address.
Yes, sure. I agree. I'm sorry. I'm still in shock a little. I was just walking home thinking about my problems, and now I meet you and you're offering me a job I could only dream about.
No problem, friend. I'll be waiting for you at the office at 12 o'clock. Don't forget the time.
It'd be hard to forget that. I'll be there at exactly 12.
What a promising meeting. Rick is still the same friendly guy, ready to give a helping hand. These two obviously have a future. They seem to complement each other. In childhood, they wouldn't stop talking about what games they would make. Stop. How do I remember that? I think this is the wrong way. It was the day when David saw so much happiness in Elizabeth's eyes that he remembered it forever.
It's an important day. I have to present my first project. This is the chance I've been striving for all my life. I have to check everything again. I need to calm down a little and collect my thoughts, or I won't be able to make the pitch. You're absolutely calm, David. Breathe in. Breathe out. The thoughts are aligned. No doubts are left. Okay. I'm ready.
So, David, are you ready, man? Or have you changed your mind already?
I haven't. I'm all set. Locked and loaded.
Attaboy. All right, everyone's waiting for us. Let's go.
Here's your chance, David. You've been aching for this moment all your life. I think everything is going to be fine. The main thing is not to worry too much. Every step I made took me closer to this moment. David, despite the fact that you can't hear me, I'm glad to see you become a better person. You don't stand still. You keep falling and rising again to go further. You're a good man. No matter what the end of our journey will be, I'm grateful to you that you were always by my side. Such a wonderful smell. I feel so calm. I like it here.
David, it can't go on like this anymore. I've been keeping quiet for too long. I'm tired of it. This way nothing will change, and you'll keep thinking everything is fine, but it's not. Nothing is fine. Nothing at all.
Elizabeth, sweetie, please. Not now, okay?
Then when? When am I supposed to talk with you about this? Never? It's convenient for you when I keep my mouth shut.
It's not the best time for this conversation. It won't do any good. Let's be serious.
So you're saying that it's not serious enough for you?
Sweetie, no. That's not what I meant to say. I blurted that out because I'm tired. Happens to everyone.
Let's just talk a little about our future.
Liz, please. Let's do it tomorrow. I'm not ready to discuss that stuff. Besides, it's late already and I just got home. I need to take a shower, have dinner, and go to bed.
You're always telling me that we'll talk tomorrow, but tomorrow never happens, and we're going in circles. We have to discuss our future. Please, hear me out. Everyone my age already has kids, but we still don't.
So that's what it's all about? Please, understand, right now there are more important things than talking about a baby.
Are you kidding me? Did you even think before saying that to me?
Darling, please, forgive me. I didn't want to say it.
I got you, David. Give me some time. I need to catch a breath. Think about everything.
Elizabeth! Shoot! Why did I even say that?
Elizabeth is waiting for David to understand her, but she can't get through to him. David is a smart guy, but he's too attached to his work. I feel sorry that happened. Only one crystal is filled with energy. I think I need to turn the crystals the right way so that the beam of energy would get where it's supposed to be. Seems like I need to fill that big crystal with energy. All his childhood, David was dreaming about a pet. He even made a collar himself. But his parents thought that he was too small to care for a pet. It's a great responsibility, after all. So die a child's dreams.
David, I'd like to talk to you.
Elizabeth, maybe later? I came home late. It was a hard day.
Every day at work is hard for you. I understand that you get tired, but please understand me too. I'm tired too. Tired of waiting for you and getting this in return.
Elizabeth, I understand you. I really do. But please, let's talk about it later. I have already told you I'm tired.
You always say that and then you forget. I'm tired of repeating myself over and over. I can't take this anymore. I always thought that our life would be different, that we'll be happy as a family, and that we'll have 2 fine kids. But in the end, we have nothing. Nothing at all.
What are you trying to say, Elizabeth? Do you want to dump me?
No, I don't want to dump you. You can't see what you've become. It's been really hard for me lately. I've always supported you. I'm always with you. But you... It seems to me that you don't even see that.
Elizabeth,
Enough! Don't say anything. You've said enough. I'm going to my mom's. I need to be alone. I hope you'll grow a conscience and will realize that you hurt my feelings with your actions.
All right. Do whatever you like. I don't care.
You're so unbearably selfish. You've always been thinking only about yourself, and never about me.
Yeah. Whatever you say.
You're so rude, David. I hoped that you'd understand her one day. But you haven't. You're still blind. Take a little break from your affairs and look at her. How she feels bad and lonely without you.
Michel? Mon cœur, did you see my socks? They're playing hide and seek with me. I'm sure they were under my bed.
Oui, I saw them. I put them in the dresser. Your socks traveled all around the world. You know that I like to keep things clean and tidy in the house.
I'm sorry, you know how messy I am. Good thing I have a wonderful copine like you.
Oh, come on, stop flattering me. Mon cher, you're suspiciously silent. Is everything okay? Mon trésor!
Michel, mon cœur. The moment I dropped the tray on you, I felt the vibe that passed between us, as if we were bound by fate. After so many years of living together, I realized that it is time for us to be bound by the oath of love. Anyway, without further ado, je t'aime. Will you be my wife? and accept this ring as a gift. I'm sorry that I'm not doing it during a candlelight dinner in a restaurant, but
Oh, mon Dieu! Are you crazy?
is that a rhetorical question or a tricky one?
You have really gone crazy.
So, what will you say? I'm beginning to feel uncomfortable here.
Yes!
Oh mon Dieu! I am so happy! I'm sweating.
I got to call my parents and tell them. Oh, they will be so happy.
Everything's fine with Michelle. All seems so ordinary, but I still feel joy, and I'm happy for her. That random acquaintance changed their lives. activate the symbols in the correct order. What a beautiful butterfly. It's bigger than the others.
How's Mom?
She's fast asleep. What did the doctor say? You've been talking for a long time.
I'm afraid that's not that easy, David.
What do you mean, Dad? What did the doctor say?
He said your mother has cancer. The terminal kind.
It can't be. How's this even possible? She was in good health when I talked to her. She smiled and laughed. This is obviously a mistake. Is it a mistake? Dad, tell me it's a mistake. It can't be possible. Father, please!
I'm sorry, David, but it's not. She has little time left. Doctors say that nothing can help Mom now.
Please, don't say that. Please.
I'm very sorry, David.
It's very sad news. Nobody could foresee this. It turns out David's mother knew about her disease, but decided not to tell anyone. It may seem very selfish of her, but it's not. She didn't want to bring a gloomy atmosphere to her family. She didn't want them to worry about her too much.
Do you remember how you told me, "I'll always be with you, my baby," when you put me to sleep?
You can't have remembered that. You were barely 1.5 years old.
I can't. But I remember it too well, somehow. I will always be with you, Mom. As you were always walking with me through all my life, going through thick and thin.
I know how you feel right now, because I feel exactly the same. I'm sorry that I hurt you.
Don't. Mom, it's not your fault. It's so hard for me to get over the thought that you...
Please, don't cry, my sweet baby. Everything will be fine.
I don't want you to go. What am I gonna do without you?
David, my dear, I know what you're feeling. You'll be fine without me. I raised a great son, and I'm proud of you.
It hurts me so much that I can't help you anyhow, and that all I've got left to do is see you fade away. Why does life hurt so much, Mom?
There's no life without pain. It will always be there. We have to learn to cope with it. I feel so sad that I won't be a grandmother, and that I won't be able to spend some time with my grandchildren. But I'm still happy. I'm happy to see people I love by my side. You're the main person who makes me happy, David. I love you with all my heart, as much as a mother can love her child.
There are no words to describe how much I love you, Mom. I wouldn't be me, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you.
It's not only me, David. It's you. You made yourself who you are today. And don't hold a grudge against your father. He can be difficult, but it doesn't mean that he doesn't love you. He's your father, and he'd do anything for you.
I don't, Mom. It's been a long time since I was mad at him last. Now, don't worry about anything. And get some rest, please. I'm not going anywhere.
She wants to stay a little longer with her family, and she clings to her life with the last of her strength, unwilling to part. It's so hard for a mother with infinite, unconditional love for her lovely child to see him suffering from the love for her when he has to let her go. Even facing death, she worries about her son. Yes, I did it. This butterfly allows me to see the hidden truth. Now, with its help, I'll know for sure whether something is true or false.
I'm sorry I have to burden you with all this. Being pregnant makes me crazy.
Oh, come on. I love spending time with you. I mean, with you too. Besides, I got mixed up in it voluntarily.
Oh, get out, you joker!
Michelle? Hey!
Ellie!
Are you expecting a baby? Oh, what else did I miss? But it feels like we saw each other only yesterday.
I've been pregnant for 7 months already. Please, meet my husband, Josue. Josue, it's my old school friend, Ellie.
It's nice to meet you, Ellie.
Nice to meet you too.
Alright, girls. I'll leave you alone. I see you two have things to talk about. Ma chérie, I'll be waiting for you in the cafe.
Okay, mon cœur.
I'm beginning to almost stop being surprised that, after not seeing each other for quite a while, we run into each other on the street so unexpectedly.
Funny, right? On the other hand, everyone's got things to do, and it's not always possible to keep in touch, even with the closest people. If you know what I'm talking about.
Look at you, already got married to a handsome man, expecting a child. As for me, it's just work, home, and all over again. I think I should start doing something with my love life.
You have every opportunity to find a decent man with such an appearance. Would you like to join us at the cafe? To drink a cup of coffee? Talk about things?
Je ne sais pas. Won't I bother you too?
What are you talking about? Come on, let's go.
be waiting at the car for you.
Okay. When I was small, I always thought that I could never live without you. Without your love and support. I miss it all so much. You always knew how to cheer me up. You always knew how to find words for such hard times in my life. But now, I can't find the right words. Standing here before you knowing that you're not here with me anymore. You're the best person in my life. And you always will be. I love you. I always will.
She'll always be with you.
Half a year has passed since Mom's been gone, and I can't get over it. There are so many memories, and they're all about her.
As long as we think about her, she'll always live on in our hearts. Wherever we go, we'll always feel her caring about us.
Maybe you're right. All we have left to do is to cling to the most memorable things about her, to feel her here and now.
David, your mom wouldn't want us to be sad. Your happiness was her #1 priority, as well as mine.
I'm sorry that I was mad at you before. I should have thought twice before saying things that I shouldn't have said to you.
It's okay, David. We're family, and sometimes there's some discord in families. The main thing is that we're okay now. How's Elizabeth? We haven't talked much about her lately. She hasn't showed up either. Is everything okay with you two?
I don't know. Maybe I've missed the chance. She doesn't know about Mother. I haven't called her since she left. I don't blame her. It's my fault. She said the right things, as always, but I didn't listen to her. I've been telling her that I was tired, that I didn't have time for it. Maybe someday I'll have the courage to call her. But now, I don't know. I have to deal with all the things I've been postponing. There's a pile of them now. We haven't seen each other for so long that I don't know how she might react. I don't know what's going on in her life. That's what they call a screw-up, don't they?
Don't make my mistakes, son. You've seen how it ended up, and how many things I missed when our family fell apart. I'm still blaming myself today that I was so blind and didn't listen to your mother. In the end, it was tough for everyone with being apart. You can still fix everything. Don't leave it for tomorrow, because tomorrow may never come. Live today, but plan your future. It's never too late to try and bring your loved one back, especially if she's waiting for you. I see how you care about her, and your mom would want it, so you would be happy.
You're right. I have to live on. For Mother. She'd want it for us both.
I'm glad I could help you as a father, at least with something. Now go, and bring her back.
Father and son were severely affected by the death of the person they loved with all their heart. David realized how he was wrong with Elizabeth and how he needs her. As for his father, he misses his wife very much and he feels that he needs her as well. But he doesn't want to burden David with his bitter grief for her.
I am glad I have a family like this.
David, is that you?
Mrs. Raywild? Has something happened?
Elizabeth, she's in labor. Come quickly to the hospital. She needs your support.
What? In labor? Why didn't you tell me she was carrying my child? I'm going to have a child. What is it? A boy or a girl?
Enough with the questions. Just come.
Hand over the phone to Liz. I need to talk to her. Elizabeth? How are you holding up? Don't worry. I'm coming.
David, I'm sorry I didn't tell you about the baby. I was very angry at you since you didn't call me. I've been thinking stuff. You know me.
It's okay, Liz. Everything's fine. I'm glad to hear you. So many things happened in my life that
David, just come. It's hard for me to talk right now. Just come quickly.
Hang on. I'm coming.
Well, that was unexpected. Elizabeth kept silent about her pregnancy, and David didn't call her once. So much time has passed. Those two are birds of a feather.
Look, Mom. He's got David's eyes and my nose. I'm so happy.
I'm glad for you, my girl. Your father will come soon. I told him not to hurry and that the baby won't run away. You know him. He always wants to be first.
I think that Dad has been waiting a long time to be a grandfather. He won't miss this opportunity.
The birth of new life promises one thing for good parents: true happiness. It's definitely the wrong way. What? No. No. It can't be. Elizabeth. I'm sorry. I couldn't make it.